On today's Business Talk, we will take a look at an AI Academy. Google for Startup launched the AI Academy in 2021 to help startups integrate AI into their products and services. It initially focused on specific region, but now the AI Academy is expanding to Asia Pacific, reflecting the importance of AI in the region. Apac has a thriving business ecosystem with many startups leveraging AI to address regional and global challenges. So how does AI Academy face those challenges? To talk more on this topic, we're connected with Michael Kim, head of Google for Startup Apac. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's a pleasure.
Hey, all right. So first question will be what are the biggest challenges for AI startups that they are facing in the Asia Pacific region today? And how does the AI Academy APAC program address these challenges and the creative new opportunities for AI innovative, particularly in diverse countries such as Indonesia?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think to your first part, what are the challenges? There are many, and not just towards AI startups, but startups in general. But number one, I think it's being able to recruit the right AI talent. And so obviously, as this is an emerging technology, there are still people trying to learn how to grasp this, how to leverage this, and how to scale this. And so one of the aspects of AI Academy is ensuring that we are training the next generation of AI entrepreneurs. And we did this in a few ways. One is we connected them with Google Mentors, so they get one-on-one training. There was a lot of technical sessions, so how to expand and scale on cloud. And to the second challenge, I think is, everyone has global ambitions. And when I meet Indonesian founders, that's very clear. Not only do they want to build a great company for Indonesia, but they want to be able to go abroad and help scale. One of the beauties of Google for Startups is that we are a global team. And so when a young entrepreneur in Jakarta is looking for a connection or a founder or a VC, either in Europe or in the United States, we're able to connect them. And so I think make the world a little bit smaller for Indonesian founders so that they can help scale. So those two issues. One is being able to educate and train the next generation of AI entrepreneurs. And then number two, we want to help them scale abroad. And that's what the program focused on.
All right, so one of the main challenges in AI is the availability of quality talents. Now, what are Google's efforts to address this AI talent shortage? And does the AI Academy APAC program also play a role in building a stronger AI talent ecosystem?
Absolutely, and this is not just for Indonesia, but the entire APAC region. This program, we recruited startups from 7 to 8 different countries. 23 startups came together for this multi-month-long series of sessions and trainings. So to your question on how are we training them? Well, we ourselves recruited some of the best Google engineers, cloud architects, and even our own APAC president, Sanjay, came in to be able to also share his tips on leadership to entrepreneurs to help them scale and grow. We realize that this is a really multi-year effort to be able to lift up the number of AI entrepreneurs we have in the region. And so this program is specifically dedicated to early stage founders. So those who have received seed or probably an early Series A level of funding. And now our job is to be able to help them design their product, help them ideate and pivot, and then help them scale abroad. And so we're in the early stages of this.
All right, so with the rapid development of AI technology, how do you see the future of AI here in Indonesia and its contribution to the region or even globally? As you mentioned, you're looking at global now in the next, let's say 5 years. And what role does Google play in shaping this future? And how will AI Academy APAC program continue to adopt the latest developments?
Yeah, well, I guess the best way to answer this is actually to give maybe a couple examples of some amazing Indonesian founders. One is a company called Kosar, which is an AI-generated content and kind of content developer and helps brands be able to connect to young audiences. And then we also have a company called PaperlessHospital, which is allowing hospitals and physicians to be able to better access data to help their patients. While these are two completely different industries, I think it highlights the impact of AI. It's making work more efficient. It's allowing founders to be able to scale their efforts to help people. In one sense, one company is helping brands scale their stories, And in one sense, one company is leveraging AI to be able to help access data to help better serve their patients. So we see AI overall helping to improve the lives of not just thousands, but millions of people, not just in Indonesia, but the region. And also how diverse it is. It's very dynamic. It's a tool that young entrepreneurs can leverage without, massive teams. It's supposed to make your ability to scale faster and also be able to, in the end, help you build a business that will hopefully be able to sustain you. So I think we have some really strong use cases out of Indonesia already, and I hope to see even more in the future.
As mentioned by Michael, 2 Indonesian startups joined the academy, and one of them is PaperlessHospital. We are now connected with the founders of PaperlessHospital, Tri Wahyudi. Tri, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me to join this program. Thank you, see today.
All right, so as a healthcare startups, what are the challenges that you are facing, and how does AI help you to overcome these challenges?
Yeah. Based on my 7 years experience as an IT consultant in hospitals, I see that so many doctor and nurse that focusly to administration form, then to facing the patient. That's because the administration form is very important for them to fulfill all the clinical documentation caused by mandated by the government to insurance administration. So I see that so many our medical worker burn out because they must fulfill all the documentation outside the hospital in their home. They call it homework to fulfill all documentation forms. So we try to helping the burnout situation from this medical worker, doctor and nurse to focusly facing the patient, focus to administration form by change the conversation between them by AI from voice to text, and then our AI will analyzing the data and fulfill all the documentation job. So they focusly to serving the patient, not focusly to administration.
Oh, that sounds.
So that's why. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. So that's why.
Why? Because in Indonesia, one doctor can serve more than 30 patients in a day. So if administration form giving them time about 5 minutes, imagine how they can fulfill all this documentation job. So most of them feel tired and burn out, and they cannot focusly to patient care. So every minute they focus to administration, actually every minute they lost to patient care. So we want all of our medical worker focus to serve the patient, not focus to administration form. So that's we create AI medical scribe technology.
That sounds great. It sounds like what all those mundane tasks that they have to go through. Now you're taking that out, and then so they can focus more on attending their patients, and then that will help so much better, especially for the patient itself. That sounds great. Can you give us an idea a little bit? So does Paperless started as an AI company, or how you guys all started? Like, is that what was your goal to begin with?
Yeah. First of all, actually, we focusly to serving the programmer on site. We are EHR operator for the first time, and then we see that the problem of medical worker in Indonesia just not about the EHR system or medical engineering documentation, but the situation is because they're mandated to fulfill documentation of medical record. One patient they have to fulfill about 7 forms. So most of them get burnt out caused by this clinical documentation job. So in 2022, we focusly to using AI, and then we try to change the voice to text technology, and then we serve all our 14 hospitals as our client to using this our AI. More than 300 doctor and more than 700 nurse has been using our AI today, and more than about 300,000 users per month, patient per month, that has been more happily because the doctor and nurse more focused to speak with them, not by documentation and typing or see the screen computer.
Yes. Yeah. That sounds great. Now, I'm sorry, I have to ask you this. So, Jakarta is very developed hospital competing with their IT, and like a lot of startups in here actually working with some doctors or some hospital on on their devices or some of their technology. But one of the things that we notice here in Indonesia is, when we go outside of Jakarta or Surabaya or all the big cities, we find these problems will become more and more prominent. So, do you have a way with this AI to tackle those problems, or like how do you how do we face these challenges for paperless hospital?
Yeah. Actually, most of hospitals in Indonesia right now very very crowded, caused by national government insurance model. So, and also the lifestyle of Indonesian people maybe still must to upgrade to be more healthier. So, this crowded situation make all the servicing process to be complicated, right? Just not in Jakarta and Surabaya. Some of our clients in Kalimantan, some of our clients in Aceh, they also very excited to using this AI because this is something new for them. And in one side, it helping them to not in burnout situation. They can focus to talk with the patient, the medical worker, and then the patient feel more happier because the doctor more focused to facing them. And this is, I think, will be the opportunity for right now and for the future. Yeah, AI will be the game changer. But as a technology team, I think AI must focusly to serve to reduce all the administration form. So all the patient care is focusedly to serving, not the administration process. That's our target for our AI. And maybe then AI will go to diagnosis or something like that, but that will need process, I think. So right now, that's my answer. Thank you.
All right, so you joined the AI Academy of Apac, which is congratulations. You one of the only two from Indonesia so far right now. So what did you learn through the program, and what attracted you to actually join in the first place?
Yeah, I think I'm very grateful to join with Google IPAC program. It was really incredible experience. We're talking about the newest technology right now, how the other countries using Google technology. We also have opportunity to explore the internal technology from Google like Gemini, Vertex AI, and that's increased our capacity in AI incredibly. So I'm very grateful for joining this program. We also talking about how we focus to concern about the privacy of the patient. Google very very concerned about that. So I think it was a very good experience for me to know about the privacy, how to save the patient. The information must be very credential. And then we also get the new team, new networking from another startup around Asia Pacific. It was very incredible experience for me. So thank you Google, thank you C for all of this grateful experience. Really passionate about it.
That was interesting that you mentioned about the privacy of the patient. That's very important, and then like sometimes we forget about those importance. Now, what kind of business development? What kind of business development can one expect after joining a training program like the AI Academy APAC?
Yeah, I think number one is the opportunity for us is to increase our technology like accuracy. Before joining the Google program, our accuracy is still in 91%. And cause joined by the program, we upgrade the technically of our engineer, and now we have confidently to say if our accuracy increased to 94%. It's 3% more powerful to accuracy. It's very good and very grateful for us. And then also we learned so much about how to manage the business. This is a business, so the team must be very lean, and the management must be very professional. And this program will giving the very good impact for a founder like me, and technically also very good impact for the technical team. So I'm very recommended program like this to all of Indonesian startup enthusiasts. Join with this program and get the opportunity.
All right, Tri, before I let you go, one last question. The next 5 years, how do you see AI will impact the hospital business, or how the paperless hospital gonna look like in the next 5 years?
I think number one, most of the healthcare industry will using AI, because healthcare industry that using AI will to be the winner than the healthcare industry that not using AI. That's my perception for 5 years later. So, and then how about Paperless Hospital? We will grow to Asia Pacific. That's our plan. And by help by Google networking and Google mentoring, they also advise for us to increase our capacity and increase the country that we can serve. And we hopefully AI will help so many souls in the world.
All right, Michael, before I let you go, I have to ask you this. So how do you see AI going to be for the next 5 years? Right now, everybody's competing on this AI and everybody's trying to learn it. So, but what is it going to look like in the next 5 or 7 years down the road?
Yeah, this is a ball game. We're only in the first or second inning, and I feel that this is a really unique moment, not just for technology, but for the world. This is a technology that, when leveraged, can help improve the lives of people every single day. It will be helping young people get educated faster. It will help the elderly be able to improve their lives as they age. It is something that I think, as we continue to progress, and our founders, the young generation of founders, understand how to best leverage this, we are going to have an exponential level of improved quality of life. And so I'm really excited about that. And I know that there are many programs, and I hope Google for Startups AI Academy is, a big pillar of helping develop the next generation of founders.
All right, great. Well, Michael, thank you so much for being on the show, and good luck with the whole program. I hope we're going to see more next year. More Indonesian startups actually going to join the program, and then we can see the growth of AI here in Indonesia.
Thanks so much for having me today.
All right, Wahyudi, thank you so much for sharing with us here on See Today. Good luck with Paperless Hospital. It looks like it's something that really going to change the hospital industry, and hopefully the medical workers can really take care of the patients with the help of the AI.
Yes, hopefully.
All right.
So be careful for that.
Thank you. All right, that was our conversation on AI Academy with Paperless Hospital for the Today's Business Talk. You can stay connected with us on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Our handle is @CTodayNews. We are also available at ctodaynews.com. Let's stay connected.